back then,
Right.
and you said, "Oh, I'm going to start my own."
Yeah.
What did you imagine that you were going to do, and what impact did you think it was going to then have on the country or other countries that you were going to do this work in? What were you thinking that was necessary? Market research, looking at politics in the country, looking at business, looking at, goods, moving, trading. What did you think it is that you were going to do that was going to impact?
So when I started working, we were still in the, Moi regime. And during that time, there were a lot of controls. So it was very difficult for companies like ours to venture into the space of, political polling or public opinion research, because that environment did not allow for those freedoms, right? So other than the fact that all these things were happening within the work environment and my, wanting to do more and more and being told you can't quite do that much more, we were also getting into the NARC era. And I looked at that environment and I was very excited. I said, wow, it's the coalition, the Rainbow Coalition. We were the most optimistic country. So that means I was optimistic, perhaps like everybody else here.
Yeah.
And so for me then, I said, hey, this must be the opportunity. At that point, we had already started discussing what was happening around the globe with regards to various elements of research. And so, I was already aware of, public opinion polling, etc., etc. And I thought this is a space that one can now venture into because there was so much freedom. There was so much excitement. So 2002, we have that election. 2003, if you look at data, a lot of people started enterprise then because the government was also providing an enabling environment for us. Government is not actually meant to provide jobs.
Nope.
It is only meant to provide us with that facilitating, enabling environment. And at that point, luckily, that enabling environment was there. And so because there were so many foreign investments coming in, businesses were expanding, etc. You look at all these companies we now celebrate, many of them really grew around that decade. And what did they need? They needed information.
Yes.
The government itself needed information to rejig, that which was hitherto, perceived to be a very dictatorial regime.